Hello, cool people of the internet. Today, I want to talk to you about the Arcana cards within Hades 2. What are the Arcana cards? Arcana cards are buffs that you unlock as you progress through the story of Hades and empower your character. Melanue becomes stronger as you open up the cards, and then you can tinker around with 25 of these cards in order to bring death to Kronos, the Titan of Time. And some of the players prefer to be efficient when they build their character. And I think that I've come up with a relatively good build for the starters. So let's say when the game comes out, the question is, how do I spend my resources and time efficiently in order to have a well-rounded character? And this is my take on which Arcana cards to unlock, in which order, and how not to waste your resources. The cards that I am utilizing in order to basically set forth on the journey toward Kronos is those cards are highlighted right here. And when the game begins, you only have a few of them unlocked here at the top left corner, and as you unlock a card, the cards that are adjacent to it also become unlocked. The cards that I am using, the cards that are enabled, are the Wayward Sun, the Titan, the Unseen, the Centaur, the Eternity, the Boatman, the Fates, the Champions, the Seer, and the Queen. The descriptions you can see in the, you can see for yourself. The question is, which order should you unlock them in and why? I'd say Wayward Sun is the first card that you should unlock because it gives you survivability, and when you first start playing the game, you're going to make mistakes here and there, causing you to be struck by your enemies, and this is a very good recovery tool. The next card that you should unlock is either the Titan or the Huntress. The reason why is because, well, when you choose, do I want to go for survivability or for damage, I went with survivability because as I learn, I tend to make mistakes, and I'd rather give myself a little bit more leeway. The reason why enabling Huntress is important is because there is a card called the Centaur, and there is a stipulation on the Centaur card which is called Awakening. Awakening means, or the stipulation is that you must enable cards that cost 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 before this card becomes enabled. As you can see in the top right corner of the center card, it says that it uses 0 grasp. Grasp is the resource that you gather and enable for Melanue as you gather up the Psyche. And when you enable the Centaur, what that does is it allows you to gain long-term benefit for your life and your mana. And as you enable it, like once you enable the Centaur, you will be able to, you are going to feel, it's going to be a palpable difference in facing tougher opponents and trying out different styles of play. Punishment is not going to feel as severe. So either enable the Huntress or go for the Titan. I would say first you should enable the Wayward Son, then the Titan. After that, if you are feeling like you're squishy and you're still kind of figuring out the controls, Eternity is really good, because let's say you kick the bucket before returning to the shadows, you can, play a little bit more, and the more you play, the more resources you gather. I'd say that instead of going for the Fates, first you should go for the Huntress, and then before enabling the Boatman, you should definitely enable the Unseen. Unseen gives you mana regeneration. Mana regeneration is very important early on in the game, because it allows you to use special moves, empowered moves. So if you want to basically use attacks or that are simple, you can go for the Boatman, but it's a pick between Unseen and the Boatman. I'd say go for the Unseen first, but if you're feeling adventurous and you are a stronger player, I'd say go for the Boatman and level the Boatman, because 300 extra gold early on is very important and it's powerful. Once the Centaur is enabled, you should enable Champions and Fates, because Fates and Champions, once they are enabled, that enables the Seer for free. And being able to re-roll this little gray dice that you see, or gray die that you see as an icon, that allows you to re-roll the boons that are available to you, which means you're going to have greater flexibility with your build, and therefore you're going to be a lot more solid with what you're doing. When you enable this part of the tree, you should progress toward the Queen. The Queen is going to be enabled automatically, and once you enable the cards, you just level them up in order to become stronger. And I think that one more part that's important. You need 25 total grasp, as you can see right here in the top right corner, right under my beautiful face, right? Handsome face. Apologies. Anyways, I've played a little too much Hades, and there's this character Narcissus, which is why I'm joking around a bit. But anyways, with 25 grasp, that is enough to make this build work, and I think this is a good basis for you to start exploring the game on a stable basis. The next step after this build is to enable the card called Judgment. Judgment is basically a card that allows you to be more powerful than normal. When you level up the Judgment card to level 3, you're getting punished in the early game because you're unable to use all the powers right away. But as you defeat the Guardians, and when Judgment kicks in, after the development team irons out the bugs, because right now Hades 2 is still not released, and once Judgment works properly, the Judgment will enable 15 total cards, and if the Judgment roll is correct, right, and if you're a little bit lucky with the Judgment, then you will get more than just more than just the default collection of cards, right? As a benefit. Right now I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 cards enabled. And when the judgment kicks in, you can enable up to 3 cards, and then with the judgment, that's another 15 cards. So Millennium overall will be much more powerful. And yeah, that about wraps up the Arcana introduction and the theoretical opinion on how to make a solid build for when Hades 2 comes out in full swing. Good luck exploring the depths of Erebus and killing Kronos, or at least stopping time, even if Kronos claims that time cannot be stopped. Hades is awesome, and I hope to see you on my streams on twitch.tv/Rarugu. Link to my Twitch channel and other social media is in the description. I'll see you next time.